What if the key to unlocking your brightest self lies in the way you perceive challenges and adversity? It's true, your attitude shapes your reality, defining not only how you react, but also how you flourish amidst life's storms. This book invites you on a transformative journey, offering powerful techniques and insights designed to illuminate the path toward a more positive and fulfilling existence. As you embark on this adventure of self-discovery, prepare to harness the strength of your mindset, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Together, let's ignite that inner flame and embrace the brilliance within you. Fuel the light, overcome negativity using Attitude Shift, written and published by Awaken Vision. Chapter 1. Ignite the Flame Within. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of negativity, feeling as though every day is an uphill battle? Many of us can relate to this experience, where self-doubt and criticism seem to chip away at our spirit. The reality is that negativity isn't just a fleeting feeling. It can become a persistent cloud that hovers over our daily lives. Understanding this problem is crucial because acknowledging negativity is the first step toward transforming it into a source of strength. When we learn to navigate through this challenge, we open the door to a brighter perspective, setting the foundation for personal growth. Picture this. Sarah, a talented graphic designer, had always excelled in her field. Yet recently, she found herself inundated with self-criticism that stifled her creativity. Every time she submitted a project, a voice inside her head would question her abilities, feeding into her insecurities. Over time, project after project, the spark that fueled her passion began to flicker. Sound familiar? Sarah's story serves as a reminder that even the most gifted individuals can falter when engulfed by negative thoughts. This isn't just an individual plight, it's a struggle faced by many. If we ignore our inner voice of negativity, we risk losing not just opportunities, but the very essence of who we are. Acknowledging negativity doesn't mean we become passive victims of our thoughts. It means we take charge. Identifying the root causes of these negative patterns is imperative to regaining control and reigniting our inner flame. It's about slowly peeling back the layers of doubt and uncertainty that have formed over time, allowing us to rediscover our passions and ambitions. This journey starts with a willingness to confront what's holding us back, much like Sarah did when she decided to evaluate her thoughts critically. As Sarah began her journey of self-awareness, she experienced an unexpected revelation. Her inner critic was largely fueled by unfounded fears of failure. By exploring these thoughts deeper, she recognized that they were not reflections of her abilities, but rather amplified echoes of previous disappointments. Instead of succumbing to this feedback loop, she sought remedies to silence her negativity. This realization is pivotal for all of us, understanding that our self-defeating thoughts can be dismantled if we approach them with curiosity rather than judgment. In taking steps to reignite the flame within, we need to foster an environment of compassion toward ourselves. Imagine replacing your voice of doubt with encouragement. Adopt the perspective that every misstep is a building block rather than a barrier. Here is where empathy plays a monumental role. The more we understand our challenges, the more we can embrace them as part of our growth story. As we move forward in this chapter, we will explore effective strategies to shift our mindset into a positive one, helping you find the spark that ignites your inner fire. Together, let's kindle that flame, allowing it to illuminate not just your path, but the paths of others around you. Remember, every small change we make sends ripples of positivity out into the world, an essential step to overcoming negativity and harnessing the light that resides deep within us all. To truly ignite the flame within, we must embrace the power of positive thinking and practice techniques that foster a mindset shift. Central to this solution is the practice of affirmations, repeated statements that promote self-empowerment and confidence. When we harness affirmations, we work to counteract the negativity that tries to take root in our minds. This method is more than just feel-good advice. Research has shown that regularly practicing affirmations can have a profound impact on our self-belief and overall well-being. According to psychological studies, affirmations can help to reduce stress and enhance motivation, laying the groundwork for a more optimistic outlook on life. The logic behind affirmations lies in the way our brains process information. By intentionally repeating positive phrases, we begin to form new neural pathways that favor a positive self-image over the critical narratives that often linger in our minds. This rewiring takes time and consistent practice, but the results can be transformative. Imagine waking up each day and speaking affirmations that resonate with your goals and aspirations. Phrases such as "I am worthy of success" or "I attract positivity into my life" can gradually shift the lens through which you see the world, reducing the clout of negativity. In addition to affirmations, incorporating gratitude practices into your daily routine can further amplify your positive mindset. Research has demonstrated that regularly focusing on what we are grateful for has significant psychological benefits, including enhancing mood and increasing overall life satisfaction. Keeping a gratitude journal can serve as a practical tool to reinforce this approach. Each day, dedicate a few moments to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. When we consciously recognize what we are thankful for, we redirect our energy toward appreciation instead of dwelling on negativity. Furthermore, connecting with a supportive community can bolt our resilience against negativity. Surrounding ourselves with uplifting individuals can create an environment where positivity flourishes. Emotional support from others has been shown to enhance our mental well-being, making it essential for both personal growth and enduring changes. Engaging with friends or family who boost your morale can encourage you to continue finding brightness in each situation. Embracing a growth mindset also lays the foundation for a resilient and passionate life. The growth mindset is the belief that we can develop our abilities and intelligence through hard work and dedication. This belief empowers you to face challenges head-on, knowing that failures are opportunities for learning rather than despair. By cultivating curiosity and viewing obstacles as stepping stones to progress, your inner flame shines ever brighter. Engaging in mindfulness practices completes this cycle of positive transformation. Mindfulness encourages us to become more aware of our thoughts without judgment, fostering greater acceptance of ourselves and our experiences. Hindu philosopher and spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle famously stated, "Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have." By grounding ourselves in the present, we begin to notice the beauty around us, shifting our focus away from negativity. In summary, embracing affirmations, practicing gratitude, seeking a supportive community, adopting a growth mindset, and incorporating mindfulness practices form an arsenal of strategies that enable us to face negativity head-on and ignite our inner flame. The benefits of these solutions ripple through our lives, bringing greater fulfillment and joy. By implementing these techniques, we move from a place of strife to one of strength, illuminating not just our own paths, but inspiring those around us to shine brightly as well. Adopting a mindset steeped in positivity brings countless rewards, ranging from personal growth and enhanced relationships to increased productivity at work and improved focus in studies. The benefits of these practices extend far beyond mere mood enhancement. They enrich every aspect of life. As we engage with our newfound strategies, affirmations, gratitude, and mindfulness, we begin to experience deeper fulfillment. Simple yet impactful changes can lead to greater resilience in the face of adversity, enabling us to approach challenges with a sense of hope and determination. The pathway to positivity doesn't just uplift our spirits, it enhances our capacity to thrive. To implement these habits effectively, start with small, intentional actions. Choose a few affirmations that resonate deeply with you and repeat them daily, possibly in front of a mirror each morning. This direct engagement strengthens your resolve and serves as a daily reminder of your worth. Next, allocate time every evening to jot down 3 things you're grateful for. Whether it's a kind gesture from a friend or a beautiful sunset, focusing on the positives cultivates a mindset of abundance. Make it a fun activity by sharing your gratitude list with a loved one. This not only reinforces the practice, but deepens your connection to others. In workplace scenarios, challenge yourself to approach obstacles with optimism. If a project isn't progressing as you'd hoped, rather than succumbing to frustration, take a step back and ask insightful questions. What lessons can be drawn from this experience? What adjustments can turn it around? Viewing setbacks as opportunities initiates a positive trajectory, allowing you to respond proactively. For students, the real world often demands creativity and adaptability. When faced with a difficult subject, instead of retreating into self-criticism, embrace a growth mindset. Set exciting learning goals that make studying feel more like a discovery than a chore. Daily practices such as visualization, picturing your successful completion of tasks, can be woven into your routine. This helps in reducing anxiety and reinforcing your ability to overcome academic challenges. Relationships flourish through positivity as well. An act as simple as expressing gratitude to a partner for their support can create ripples of warmth and connection. Small, genuine affirmations about what you appreciate in your loved ones can cultivate deeper emotional bonds and pave the way for effective communication. With consistency, you will see remarkable growth in your life. It's vital to remember that real change happens with commitment, and even tiny steps toward that flame of positivity make a world of difference. Celebrate your victories, no matter the size. They all contribute to your journey. Reflecting on your progress not only enhances motivation, but reassures you that transformation is an ongoing voyage filled with learning and opportunity. As we conclude this chapter, I encourage you to lean into these practices. You possess the ability to shift your mindset and empower yourself, and every moment offers an opportunity to start anew. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the powerful process of rewiring your thoughts for positivity. Together, we'll explore practical strategies that can help banish self-doubt and foster unshakable self-belief. Each step you take is a testament to your strength and tenacity. Let this serve as the guiding light on your journey. Before you wrap up, consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel for more content like this. Your insights mean the world. So please share your thoughts in the comments about what you found valuable or suggestions for future topics. Together, let's fuel the light and embrace the infinite possibilities ahead. Chapter 2. Rewire Thoughts for Positivity. Have you ever noticed how our minds can become cluttered with negative thoughts, readily fixating on self-doubt and fear? This pervasive cycle of negativity is more common than we realize, often playing a significant role in diminishing our self-esteem and obstructing our potential for growth. Understanding this problem is vital because it illuminates the path to creating a healthier mental environment, allowing us to thrive instead of merely survive through our days. The power of negativity can hold us back from pursuing our dreams, reinforcing beliefs that inhibit our progress. Let's consider the story of Kevin, a bright and ambitious young professional. He had recently been promoted at work, a testament to his hard work and dedication. However, rather than celebrating this achievement, Kevin found himself plagued by the fear of failure. Every time he entered the office, whispers of self-doubt echoed in his mind, making him second-guess his decisions. "Am I really good enough for this role?" he would wonder, which led him to shy away from sharing his innovative ideas in meetings. This crippling cycle of negative thinking not only affected his job satisfaction but also dampened his confidence, creating a downward spiral that was challenging to escape. Kevin's predicament illustrates how common it is for brilliant individuals to undermine their own capabilities, a perilous trap we must all be vigilant to avoid. Recognizing and addressing these thought patterns is critical to reclaiming our power. Negative thoughts aren't often a reflection of reality. They stem from our fears, past experiences, or external influences that distort how we perceive ourselves. This awareness is the first step toward change. Just like Kevin, we may need to confront the misinformation our minds feed us, understanding that these thoughts can be reframed and challenged. The importance of this realization cannot be overstated. It paves the way for healthier mental habits and the opportunity to foster genuine self-belief. Imagine engaging with these ideas as if we were tracking down a thief that attempts to rob us of our potential. Each instance of erroneous thinking can be dismantled like a puzzle piece, part of a larger picture of self-doubt. One form this can take is catastrophizing, where small mistakes are blown out of proportion, leading to excessive worry. By identifying and labeling these mental traps, we empower ourselves to question the validity of these thoughts. This process invites curiosity rather than judgment, allowing us to examine the truth behind our fears. The roadmap to positive thinking requires intentionality and practice. It's essential to create habits that reinforce a healthier mindset, such as keeping a thought journal to track negative patterns as they arise. This effectiveness of noticing and reflecting lies in our ability to catch these patterns before they spiral out of control. When Kevin began writing down his conflicting thoughts about his role at work, he discovered that many assumptions he had made about his capabilities were unfounded. This practice of logging not only brought clarity to his fears, but also helped him formulate counter-arguments against them. As we move forward in our exploration, it is crucial to cultivate a supportive environment that nurtures growth. Engaging with literature, inspirational figures, or supportive communities contributes to reinforcing positive thought patterns. These external influences can act as a shield against negativity, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Building a toolkit of mental resilience is essential for transforming negative thoughts into catalysts for change, encouraging each of us to embrace our uniqueness and capacities. To effectively rewire our thoughts for positivity, we must engage in conscious practices that foster a healthier mental dialogue. One powerful solution is cognitive restructuring, a method rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy that involves identifying negative thoughts and deliberately challenging them. The process consists of taking these harmful thought patterns and questioning their validity and evidence, a way to shift from negative interpretations to more balanced perspectives. This approach is not merely academic. Research has shown that cognitive restructuring can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression while boosting emotional resilience. So how does this work? By actively questioning the truth of your negative thoughts, you open the door to reconsidering their implications and replace them with empowering beliefs. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I always mess up," challenge that statement, reflect on previous successes, and note times when you navigated challenges effectively. By replacing always with sometimes or occasionally, you begin to piece together a more realistic view of your abilities. This shift in language not only weakens the grip of negative self-talk, but also builds a reputation for yourself that is grounded in your genuine capabilities. Cognitive restructuring advocates for a logical examination of thoughts, empowering us to acknowledge our faults without becoming defined by them. Implementing this technique consists of a few impactful steps. Start by paying attention to your daily thoughts. Whenever you notice negativity creeping in, pause and write down the thought alongside its emotional impact. Recognize the specific feeling it elicits, be it anxiety, sadness, or anger. Next, take a moment to explore the evidence for and against this thought. Ask yourself whether it's based on fact or fear. Finally, craft a more balanced thought to replace it, one that acknowledges the possibility of failure without constraining your self-worth. If Kevin had adopted this approach, instead of viewing challenges as an insurmountable hurdle, he could focus on the growth opportunities they present. The benefits of incorporating cognitive restructuring extend beyond just improving our mood. It enhances our overall mindset. As we practice scrutinizing and reframing our thoughts regularly, we undergo a gradual transformation. These incremental changes solidify our new way of thinking, fostering resilience and embracing the belief that we can tackle challenges confidently. Each time we rewrite our narratives, we cultivate the capability to manage stress and remain grounded during times of uncertainty. In addition to cognitive restructuring, another essential habit is engaging in positive self-talk. This practice involves deliberately speaking to yourself in the same encouraging manner as you would a close friend. The daily affirmations we touched upon earlier should be rooted in this same notion. The more we repeat positive self-statements, the more effective they become. Studies have suggested that when we acknowledge our achievements and capacities consistently, these positive affirmations lend credibility to our self-esteem and motivate us to take progressive steps toward our aspirations. Following our journey of reprogramming thought patterns, it's important to remember that both cognitive restructuring and positive self-talk work synergistically. Together, they fight against negativity and create healthier mental habits, enhancing the process of transformation. This empowerment allows us to transform fears into catalysts for growth as we shift our focus from limitations to possibilities. As we conclude Chapter 2, remember that the journey towards rewiring our thoughts is immensely rewarding. Your commitment to this process reflects the strength within you, one that has the power to reshape your future. By practicing these techniques, you will cultivate a narrative filled with encouragement and belief, emboldening you to pursue your dreams with renewed vigor. In the next chapter, we will explore how to cultivate resilience and gratitude, further essential components in this transformative journey. Embrace the discoveries ahead, and remember to allow yourself the grace to evolve. By adopting cognitive restructuring and positive self-talk, you can unlock profound benefits that permeate various aspects of your life. As you practice reframing your thoughts, you'll likely notice a significant reduction in anxiety and an increase in overall confidence. This boost in self-esteem empowers you to take on challenges that once seemed daunting, inviting opportunities for growth rather than allowing fear to hold you back. Furthermore, enhancing your inner dialogue cultivates deeper and more authentic relationships as you begin to project self-assurance. When you approach interactions with positivity, others are drawn to your energy, facilitating the creation of connections that are more meaningful and supportive. Implementing cognitive restructuring and positive self-talk can be straightforward and gratifying. Begin by dedicating quiet moments each morning to practice affirmations. This daily ritual strengthens your belief in your abilities and allows you to start your day with a clear, positive mindset. As you reflect on your thoughts from the previous day, identify negative phrases that surfaced and work on creating counter-statements, empowering alternatives that reflect your true potential. For example, if you caught yourself thinking, "I can't handle this project," reframe it to, "I have tackled challenges successfully before, and I have the resources to handle this one too." Writing these affirmations down can reinforce their impact, serving as a physical reminder of your growth journey. Adding gratitude to your toolbox can further enrich your experience. You might start or conclude each day by writing a few things you are grateful for, focusing on achievements and positive interactions. This daily practice redirects your attention away from your setbacks, helping cultivate resilience during tough times. Personal growth can also be reflected in workplace scenarios. Consider how expressing appreciation towards colleagues not only enhances your own workplace atmosphere, but fosters a collaborative spirit. Imagine recognizing a coworker for their assistance or celebrating group achievements, creating an uplifting culture. In the realm of studies, cognitive restructuring can have a transformative effect. Should an exam result not meet expectations, instead of spiraling into negative self-talk, employ your new skills to assess what happened objectively. Reflect on the effort and dedication you've put into your studies and identify manageable steps forward, perhaps forming a study group or consulting a teacher for additional support. This proactive approach enables you to pivot from feelings of defeat to actionable solutions, fostering a growth mindset and reinforcing your ability to learn. As you engage with these practices, keep in mind that challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones on your path to growth. Progress is not always linear, but it is achievable with patience and consistency. It's essential to celebrate your small victories, for they lay the groundwork for greater transformations. Embrace the journey, as each day presents another opportunity to practice gratitude, challenge negative thoughts, and reaffirm positive affirmations. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that the habits you build now set the tone for your future. The next chapter will introduce you to the essential practice of cultivating resilience and gratitude, two critical components that further enhance your likelihood of success and growth. Together, we will delve into additional strategies to help you navigate the tumultuous waters of negativity and build an unwavering foundation for a happier life. Before you dive into the next chapter, consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel to continue exploring these transformative concepts. Leave a like if you're finding this content valuable, and we'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or suggestions for improvement in the comments below. Embrace the journey ahead, and remember, the power to reshape your thoughts and your life lies within you. Chapter 3. Cultivate Resilience and Gratitude. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the challenges life throws your way, leading to moments where you question your ability to withstand adversity? Many people face such moments, where difficulties feel insurmountable and hope seems out of reach. This pervasive sense of defeat can affect our emotional health, fasten self-doubt, and hinder our capacity for growth. Understanding this problem is crucial, because recognizing the fragility of our resilience empowers us to develop strategies that fortify our emotional strength. It is through cultivating resilience and gratitude that we can transform our perspective on these challenges, embracing them as integral parts of our journey rather than burdens to bear. Consider the story of Lisa, a passionate teacher who found herself burning out during a particularly challenging school year. Mounted pressure, demanding parents, and students struggling to succeed created an environment thick with negativity. Instead of viewing these hardships as learning experiences, she felt stuck in a cycle of frustration and despair, spiraling away from the joys of teaching she once knew. This situation illustrates a common experience. When adversity strikes, our ability to remain resilient can dwindle, leaving us feeling defeated and disconnected from our purpose. Cultivating resilience involves developing a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth. It requires a willingness to confront difficulties while maintaining hope that we can overcome them. The importance of resilience cannot be overstated. It is the foundation that supports our ability to adapt and respond to change. When we cultivate resilience, we enable ourselves to bounce back faster from setbacks, turning perceived failures into valuable lessons. This newfound strength offers a sense of control and empowerment as we navigate life's ups and downs. Gratitude plays a significant role in strengthening our resilience. By consciously practicing gratitude, we begin to shift our attention away from negativity, focusing instead on the positive aspects of our lives, even amidst chaos. The beautiful element of gratitude is that it changes how we perceive situations. Research has shown that individuals who regularly express gratitude report higher levels of emotional well-being and resilience. This kind of shift helps illuminate the path during dark times, creating a contrast that highlights moments of joy and fulfillment we might otherwise overlook. Think of a time when you faced a tough situation, but managed to find something to be thankful for. Perhaps during an argument with a friend, even in the depths of conflict, you recognize their supportive presence in your life. This ability to find gratitude amidst trials weaves a protective layer into our emotional fabric, strengthening us against life's pressures. When we foster gratitude, we make a conscious effort to acknowledge the silver linings, gradually pulling ourselves out of a cycle of negativity. To cultivate resilience and gratitude, we must engage in intentional practices. Start by regularly setting aside time to reflect on the positive aspects of your life. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you can jot down 3 to 5 things you appreciate daily. This practice not only awakens your awareness of blessings, but fosters a shift in your overall mindset. When difficult situations arise, instead of defaulting to frustration, consciously seek out ways to express gratitude, even for small things. This might mean appreciating a friendly smile during a tough day or finding humor in a minor mishap. As we explore these strategies and their impact, it's essential to remember that resilience doesn't mean disengaging from emotions or denying the weight of challenges. Rather, it's about embracing those emotions and finding the strength to move forward. Cultivating resilience and gratitude is an ongoing journey and transforms our lives by reframing our experiences. You have the power to enhance your emotional resilience through intention and practice. As we continue our exploration, keep in mind that this journey enables you to flourish in difficult times, emerging stronger and more self-aware. Embrace these practices and allow them to enrich your journey of personal growth and fulfillment. To cultivate resilience and gratitude effectively, we need to embrace specific practices that anchor our emotional strength and encourage a positive outlook on life. One powerful solution is developing a structured gratitude practice. This practice involves dedicating time each day or week to reflect on what we appreciate, allowing us to consciously shift our focus away from negativity. Research indicates that people who adopt gratitude practices experience increased happiness, improved emotional regulation, and greater life satisfaction. Studies have shown that engaging in regular gratitude exercises can not only elevate mood, but also bolster psychological resilience. The reason this solution is so impactful lies in the neurological response triggered when we express gratitude. When we take the time to reflect on the positive experiences or qualities in our lives, our brains release neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which are associated with feelings of happiness and well-being. This means that by intentionally practicing gratitude, we are rewiring our brains to seek out and prioritize positivity over negativity. We start to train ourselves to recognize the good hidden in daily life, changing our default mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Implementing this structured gratitude practice can be simple and effective. Begin by setting aside a few minutes each evening to reflect on the day. Write down 3 specific things that brought you joy or that you appreciate. The key here is to be specific, rather than generalizing, such as writing, "I'm thankful for my family." Strive for details like, "I appreciated the laughter I shared with my sister over dinner." This specificity not only anchors your emotions, but also reinforces the sense of gratitude that enhances your emotional well-being. In personal growth, resilience is nurtured through the understanding that setbacks are not final. Acknowledging achievements, however small, through gratitude helps rebuild confidence, enabling you to face future challenges with renewed vigor. For example, if you're navigating a tough period at work, instead of solely fixating on the obstacles, reflect on the supportive colleagues you have and the skills you've developed during this time. When you shift your perspective to include gratitude, it reframes your challenges as temporary and manageable. As for relationships, expressing gratitude can foster deeper emotional bonds as it encourages meaningful conversations. Imagine thanking a close friend for their unwavering support during tough times. Instead of the conversation being solely focused on challenges, it fosters connection and reinforces the feeling of community. This not only enhances your relationship, but also provides a nurturing support system, which is crucial for emotional resilience. In academic settings, cultivating a sense of gratitude can motivate students to push through challenges. Feelings of frustration during studying can be redirected by acknowledging the privilege of accessing education or recognizing the effort invested in learning. When students frame their struggles through a lens of gratitude, they develop a mindset that propels them forward, empowering them to face exams or projects with confidence. As you engage in these practices, it's essential to approach them with patience and kindness toward yourself. Resilience and gratitude don't transform overnight. They are skills fostered through consistent action over time. Embrace the process and treat every incremental improvement as a victory. You have the ability to build a foundation of resilience layered with appreciation, turning life's challenges into valuable lessons. In conclusion, cultivating resilience and gratitude is not just beneficial but transformative. By incorporating structured gratitude practices into your routine, you embrace emotional strength and open your heart and mind to a more positive and fulfilling life. As we wrap up this chapter, look forward to the next one, where we will dive into harnessing the power of perspective and how shifts in viewpoint can further enhance your growth journey. Remember, every small step you take counts, and your journey towards resilience and gratitude begins today. Adopting the practices of resilience and gratitude can yield a transformative array of positive outcomes across all facets of life. When you embrace these habits, you not only enhance your emotional well-being, but also cultivate a proactive approach to challenges. Individuals who practice resilience report higher satisfaction in their relationships, greater job performance, and an improved ability to cope with stress. Gratitude amplifies these benefits by fostering a mindset that finds joy and meaning even in small, everyday experiences. With time, these combined practices allow us to build a resilience reservoir. We respond to stressors with greater composure and creativity while seeing setbacks as opportunities for growth. To implement these powerful habits effectively, start by designating a specific time daily for your gratitude practice. Whether it's in the morning to set a positive tone for the day, or at night to reflect on your experiences, consistency is key. Create a gratitude jar where you drop in notes of appreciation throughout your week. This visual representation of your acknowledgement can become symbolic of the positivity surrounding you. On especially challenging days, take a moment to pull one note from the jar to remind yourself of what you've recognized in the past. This tangible form of gratitude can help shift your mindset when faced with adversity. In your journey of personal growth, consider using explicit journaling prompts that focus on resilience and gratitude. For instance, you might write, "Today I faced a challenge at work. What strengths did I draw upon to navigate it?" Or, "What difficulties am I grateful for today, Taff, and how have they contributed to my personal development?" This conscious reflection allows clarity of thought and reinforces the notion that even struggles can lead to insightful lessons. In relationships, practice verbalizing gratitude regularly. Whether it's thanking a friend for their support during tough times or acknowledging a partner's understanding nature, such expressions light up interpersonal dynamics and encourage deeper emotional connections. Think of moments to share your appreciation. Perhaps a simple thank you text after they assist you, or a handwritten note spontaneously given. The reciprocity in these actions establishes a fulfilling atmosphere in your relationships, making everyone more resilient. For those studying or working, resilience and gratitude can be invaluable allies. When faced with deadlines, instead of feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to appreciate the skills you possess to complete your tasks. Employ visualization techniques that enable you to picture completion of projects, reinforced with affirmations of what you have accomplished previously. Acknowledge each hurdle as a chance to become more adept and confident in your abilities, gradually building your resilience in the process. Cultivating these habits is not merely a sprint. It is a marathon filled with small steps that accumulate immense growth over time. During this journey, recognize and celebrate even the tiniest accomplishments along the way. When setbacks occur, which they inevitably will, reframe them as chances for learning and fortification. Your perseverance is a sign of commitment to bettering yourself, and that effort will yield progress. By fostering an open mindset, you craft a narrative that celebrates even minor victories, and resilience becomes second nature. As we conclude this chapter, reflect on the powerful tools of resilience and gratitude as you continue your journey. These practices equip you with the emotional strength to face life's challenges and enhance your perception of everyday experiences. In the next chapter, we will explore how to harness the power of perspective to guide your growth journey further. Remember, the quest to better yourself is filled with possibilities and hope, and every step you take signifies your dedication to creating the life you desire. Be sure to subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel for continuous insights into your path of self-improvement. If you find this content inspiring, give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Your opinions guide us in creating the most valuable content for your journey. Embrace these practices, knowing that the power to change lies within you. Chapter 4. Harness the power of perspective. Have you ever felt caught in a storm of negativity, where every setback looms larger than it should? It's a common experience. Sometimes challenges appear insurmountable, clouding our view of a brighter future. This distorted perception can leave us feeling discouraged and stuck, restricting our ability to move forward. Understanding the power of perspective is essential because it shapes not only our thoughts, but also our emotional responses to challenges. Learning to view situations through a different lens can turn obstacles into opportunities, transforming struggles into stepping stones toward growth. Take the example of Mark, a promising writer who faced a series of rejections from publishers. Each no felt like a personal blow, leaving him questioning his talent and motive for writing. He became entrenched in a spiral of negative thinking, convincing himself he wasn't good enough and that his passion was futile. Feeling lost and disconnected from his purpose, Mark illustrates how easily we can become trapped by our perceptions, allowing our immediate experiences to shape our self-worth. His journey toward reclaiming his perspective was essential, and it serves as a poignant reminder of how vital our view of challenges is in shaping our path. The challenge of negative thinking is not just an individual concern. It reverberates throughout our lives. When we allow our perceptions to dominate our feelings, we inadvertently close ourselves off from potential growth. Understanding this circumstance is key to empowering ourselves to shift our viewpoint, enabling us to navigate through stress with resilience. Change begins in our mindset. When we learn to engage with challenges as opportunities for advancement, we cultivate a willingness to embrace growth rather than retreat into defeat. Shifting our perspective often requires introspection. While it may be easy to dwell on the negatives of a situation, the true challenge lies in recognizing and challenging these thoughts. Mark's narrative serves as an ideal illustration. Instead of viewing rejection as a reflection of his worth, he needed to learn to see it as a stepping stone to improvement. Understanding this difference is crucial. It's about reframing not only the event itself, but also the interpretations we attach to such experiences. Accepting that no can mean not yet, rather than never, sets the stage for a proactive approach to personal fulfillment. One effective way to practice this shift is by incorporating regular reflection into your routine. Taking time to assess situations through a broader lens encourages you to acknowledge not just the challenges, but also the lessons they present. Ask yourself, how can this experience contribute to my growth? What strengths am I discovering as I navigate through adversity? These reflective questions help foster a mindset that looks for opportunity among challenges instead of succumbing to despair. Additionally, harnessing the power of storytelling can amplify this perspective shift. Journaling your experiences, not solely the challenges, but also the insights derived from them, can provide a valuable record of progression. This act reinforces the understanding that even adversity contains valuable lessons that can be extracted and cherished. As you begin to adopt this new perspective, remember that the journey will comprise ups and downs. There will be moments when negativity seeps in, but by consciously practicing these strategies, you fortify your mindset against it. Embrace the notion that challenges can serve as valuable teachers, guiding you towards self-discovery and ultimately deeper fulfillment in both your personal and professional lives. The key takeaway here is that power resides within you to redefine how you perceive and tackle life's obstacles. Just as Mark started to embrace rejection as a form of growth, you too can learn to navigate challenges with courage and optimism. In the continuing journey of self-discovery, the way you shape your thoughts can engrave a brighter future. As we approach the second half of this chapter, get ready to dive deeper into practical strategies that will help you develop an effective approach to harnessing perspective. The tools and techniques explored will empower you to shift your viewpoint purposefully, drawing on your strength to transform adversities into meaningful growth. To effectively harness the power of perspective, we must embrace specific techniques that enable us to reframe our thoughts and interpretations of experiences. One of the most effective solutions is the practice of cognitive reframing, which involves consciously reshaping how we view situations, particularly those that are negative or challenging. Cognitive reframing works by interrupting our habitual negative thought patterns and replacing them with more constructive perspectives that foster resilience and growth. Research indicates that individuals who engage in reframing are better equipped to handle stress and experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. This effectiveness lies in a simple yet profound premise. Thoughts influence emotions, and by altering our thoughts, we can transform our emotional responses to situations. The reasoning behind cognitive reframing stems from the understanding that our interpretations of events determine our feelings about them. When we encounter setbacks, it is common to default to negative conclusions, spiraling into feelings of inadequacy. However, by intentionally shifting our viewpoint, we reclaim the narrative and create a more empowering reality. Suppose Mark, whose story we touched upon earlier, shifted his view of rejection from a reflection of his capabilities to an opportunity for refinement. Instead of sinking into discouragement, he could evaluate the feedback associated with the rejections. This conscious effort to reshape his perspective propels him into a mindset where obstacles fuel improvement rather than diminish spirits. Implementing cognitive reframing can be broken down into actionable steps that anyone can access. Begin by identifying a situation that has led to negative feelings. Write down the thoughts and assumptions you associate with that event. Next, challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself if they are truly accurate and what evidence you have to support them. Begin to reframe these thoughts into a more supportive narrative. For instance, if you failed to secure a promotion at work, instead of thinking, "I'll never succeed," you could reframe it to, "This setback provides me an opportunity to learn and grow professionally, and I will continue to seek improvement." This reframing process not only promotes emotional resilience, but also empowers you to approach similar situations with a refreshed mindset. Cognitive reframing aligns with concepts in positive psychology, which emphasize strength-based approaches. Numerous studies have shown that these techniques enhance well-being and serve to build emotional resilience over time. Research also suggests that people who practice reframing develop a heightened awareness of their thought patterns, allowing for more effective emotional regulation. This newfound awareness means that challenges can be transformed into valuable schoolrooms, enabling us to flourish instead of falter. Moreover, applying this solution in real life can extend beyond our personal struggles. In relationships, adopting a reframed perspective can improve communication and deepen connections. For example, if conflicts with a loved one escalate, consider framing the situation as an opportunity for growth together, rather than a confrontation. This approach encourages constructive dialogue and nurtures understanding, reinforcing a partnership built on support. In professional settings, reframing can dramatically change how we approach challenges, opening doors rather than closing them. If a project doesn't go as planned, view it as an invaluable lesson in resilience, prompting teams to innovate and adapt. Among students, reframing can empower them to see academic difficulties as pathways to knowledge and examination of their strengths. In conclusion, harnessing the power of perspective through cognitive reframing opens the door to countless benefits, forging pathways to resilience, emotional strength, and improved relationships. While the journey to changing your viewpoint may take consistent effort and practice, the results are undeniably worth it. Every little shift in perspective contributes to growth, creating a richness in the way we engage with life's challenges. As we move toward the next chapter, prepare to dive into techniques to master emotional energy shifts, allowing you to cultivate more than positive thoughts, enabling you to embody positivity in your daily life. Before we transition to this next exploration, consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel for further insights into transforming your life through practical strategies. Your thoughts and feedback are vital, so please share your experiences and suggestions in the comments below to enhance the community around these growing ideas. You have the power to transform the way you see challenges. Embrace it. By adopting cognitive reframing as a habit, you unlock a treasure trove of benefits that can profoundly enhance various aspects of your life. When you begin to shift your perspective, you will likely feel an immediate increase in emotional resilience and a decrease in anxiety levels. These changes foster an empowering mindset, one where challenges are viewed not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Beyond that, embracing this reframing technique can significantly improve your relationships, leading to deeper connections grounded in understanding and empathy. Ultimately, adopting this practice enhances your ability to navigate life's complexities with a sense of clarity and optimism. To implement cognitive reframing effectively, start with daily reflections that help train your mind toward more positive thoughts. Begin by maintaining a reframing journal. Every evening, take a few minutes to jot down at least one challenging situation that surfaced during your day. Explore the negative emotions tied to it, and then consciously reframe this narrative. For instance, write down the upsetting thought you had, such as, "I failed my presentation," and reframe it to a constructive viewpoint. "This was a learning experience that will help me improve in the future." Over time, this practice will help you build a toolkit of reframed perspectives that you can draw upon during future challenges. Practical application of reframing goes beyond personal reflection. It can also influence your interactions with others. In relationships, when conflicts arise, make a conscious effort to reframe the issues at hand. For example, if a friend cancels plans at the last minute, instead of framing your thoughts around rejection, consider that they might need rest or face personal challenges. Offer support through understanding instead of irritation, recognizing that empathy can lay the foundation for deeper connections. Practice this reframing technique with a partner, friend, or family member, actively encouraging each other to step back from immediate emotional responses and consider alternative viewpoints. In professional environments, reframing can lead to enhanced teamwork and productivity. When you or a colleague encounter workplace failures, encourage a reframed approach to analyze the experience. Rather than focusing solely on what went wrong, prompt discussions about what can be learned and what strengths can emerge from challenging situations. For instance, if a project underperformed, instead of dwelling on the negative outcome, ask your team to list its successes or innovations that arose during the process. This shift invites collaborative problem-solving and nurtures a culture of continuous improvement. In your educational pursuits, cognitive reframing can empower you to embrace learning as a dynamic journey. If faced with challenging coursework, reframe the hardship as an opportunity to enhance your knowledge and develop valuable skills. Connect with fellow students for study groups where you can discuss struggles and share reframed insights, reinforcing a collective growth mindset. Ultimately, remember that transformation is a gradual process, and that the journey of reframing thoughts and perspectives will take consistent practice. Be kind to yourself during this transformative journey, and celebrate small victories as each progressive step lays the foundation for lasting change. As you reinforce positive changes in your thinking, continually reflect on how these new viewpoints impact your emotional well-being and overall outlook on life. As we wrap up this chapter, prepare to explore the next critical component of your growth journey: mastering emotional energy shifts. This upcoming chapter will provide you with practical techniques to manage your emotional states proactively, enhancing your ability to shape responses to your circumstances. Join us as we dive deeper into cultivating the emotional wellness that complements your newfound skills in perspective. Before moving ahead, make sure to subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel to stay updated on the latest insights and strategies designed to support your transformation journey. If you found the information here helpful, please give us a like, and feel free to share your thoughts or suggestions in the comments. Your engagement fuels our mission, and we look forward to embarking further on this meaningful path with you. Embrace the power within you to reshape your thoughts and open up possibilities. Chapter 5: Master Emotional Energy Shifts. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of negative emotions, desperately seeking a way to escape? Many of us face this challenge, where feelings of frustration, sadness, or anxiety seem to linger longer than we'd like. It's something nearly everyone has experienced at some point. Recognizing the problem of emotional stagnation is crucial, as it hampers our ability to function effectively in our daily lives and affects our overall well-being. Understanding how to navigate these emotional states empowers us to take control, allowing us to shift our energy to a more positive and productive place. Consider the story of Maya, an aspiring photographer. After a series of disappointing feedback on her portfolio, she became engulfed in self-doubt and negativity. Each time she picked up her camera, memories of rejection overshadowed her creativity, leaving her uninspired and frustrated. Maya's situation exemplifies how easily we can become trapped in a cycle of negative emotions, hindering both our passion and potential. When we allow ourselves to dwell in these emotional currents, it becomes increasingly difficult to redirect our energy toward growth and creativity. Understanding the importance of emotional energy shifts is fundamental for anyone looking to enhance their life. Our emotional state significantly impacts our decision-making processes, our interactions with others, and even our productivity. Thus, learning to master our emotional energies can lead to a powerful transformation. When we can recognize emotional stagnation and actively shift our energy, we take back control of our experience, inviting positive outcomes into our lives. The core of mastering emotional energy shifts lies in self-awareness. The first step is to tune into your feelings and recognize when negative emotions arise. Instead of suppressing these feelings or dismissing them as unimportant, acknowledge them in a non-judgmental way. Suppose Maya began by identifying her feelings of frustration and sadness when working on her photography. By acknowledging these emotions, she creates an opportunity for a shift, rather than remaining trapped in sorrow. Recognizing what triggers our emotional responses allows us to understand the landscape of our feelings better, paving the way for subsequent change. The next step is to implement actionable techniques aimed at shifting emotional energy. Consider introducing mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Taking a few moments to breathe deeply and center yourself can help redirect negative feelings into positive engagement. Borrowing from Maya's experience, she could find solace in practicing mindfulness whenever she feels overwhelmed. By focusing on her breathing and inspecting her feelings without judgment, she can create the space needed to release negativity and tap back into her creative spirit. Another technique is to convert the emotions into productive energy. Instead of fighting against feelings of frustration, channel them into a new project or creative endeavor. Maya could involve herself in a photo challenge that encourages her to explore new styles or techniques, transforming her emotional energy into tangible creativity. This redirecting action not only elevates her spirit, but also fights the counterproductive cycle of self-doubt. Additionally, engaging in physical activity serves as a significant tool in shifting emotional energies. Exercise releases endorphins, known as our body's natural mood lifters. Even a simple walk outdoors can do wonders by elevating your mood and restoring positive energy. Maya might discover that including regular exercise in her routine not only uplifts her spirits, but also brings fresh perspectives when she returns to her photography. To summarize, mastering emotional energy shifts begins with self-awareness and is bolstered by the introduction of mindfulness, engagement in creative efforts, and physical activity. As we delve deeper into this chapter, you will uncover more strategies while developing the emotional resilience necessary for lasting change. Understanding that you can shift your emotions at will is a crucial insight, one that not only empowers you, but fuels your journey toward fulfillment and happiness. As we move forward, stay open to the evolving landscape of your emotional states, recognizing that you have the power to transform negativity into positive energy. In our next section, we will explore additional techniques to maintain this momentum and enhance your emotional arsenal in daily life. Together, let's embrace the changes and cultivate a sense of positivity that inspires continual growth. To truly master emotional energy shifts, we must actively incorporate practical techniques that optimize our emotional well-being. One of the most effective solutions is engaging in regular emotional check-ins, which involve pausing throughout the day to assess how you feel and why you feel that way. This practice cultivates self-awareness, enabling you to identify patterns in your emotional responses and take immediate action to address any negative feelings. Research shows that individuals who perform regular emotional check-ins report increased emotional regulation and a greater ability to manage stress, ultimately enhancing their overall mental health. The process works by fostering an inner dialogue that encourages recognition and acceptance of your feelings. For instance, when you take a moment to check in with yourself and recognize feelings of tension, instead of simply brushing those feelings aside, you begin to address the root causes. This means asking yourself why you're feeling this way. Is it stress from work? Are you feeling undervalued in your relationships? Understanding the origins of your emotions paves the way for constructive approaches to shift your emotional energy. When you acknowledge feelings, you create space for alternatives, enabling you to explore activities that help redirect negative energy into a positive outlet. To implement emotional check-ins, set an intentional schedule in your day. Consider starting with 2 to 3 check-ins daily, once in the morning, once during lunch, and again in the evening. During these moments, take a break from your tasks, close your eyes if you can, and take a few deep breaths. Gently assess your emotional state. What emotions are surfacing? What physical sensations accompany these feelings? This mindfulness not only promotes emotional clarity, but also empowers you to make proactive adjustments. Another highly effective solution in mastering emotional energy is the practice of gratitude journaling, which allows you to enrich your emotional landscape further. By taking a few moments each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for, you help reorient your focus from negative energy to appreciation. Studies have shown that gratitude practices positively impact mental health by promoting feelings of joy and resilience. This practice fosters a mindset that acknowledges the good, even in challenging circumstances, effectively lessening the power of negative emotions over time. Gratitude journaling works by challenging your mind to look for the silver linings in your daily experiences. For example, if you have a stressful day at work, instead of fixating solely on the stressors, reflect on the supports or successes that occurred, no matter how small. Writing that you're grateful for a kind message from a friend or appreciating a moment of humor during lunch can radically shift your emotional focus. This change is not only uplifting, but also helps fortify your resilience when faced with challenges. To maximize the benefits of gratitude journaling, set aside a consistent time to engage with this practice. Whether it's first thing in the morning or just before bed, the key is routine. As you write, allow yourself to reflect on how these moments of gratitude impact your emotions. With time, you'll find that your emotional landscape feels less burdened and more vibrant. Furthermore, tapping into creative outlets as a means of emotional expression can aid significantly in energy shifting. Engaging in activities such as painting, writing, or even dancing can act as emotional releases, providing an opportunity to channel negative feelings into something constructive. These creative practices not only offer a semblance of catharsis, but also ignite feelings of joy and fulfillment. As we explore methods like emotional check-ins, gratitude journaling, and creative expression, you come to recognize the remarkable potential you possess to regulate your emotions proactively. Each practice fortifies your emotional toolkit, equipping you to handle challenges with optimism and strength. In conclusion, mastering emotional energy shifts is within your reach. By implementing these strategies regularly, you are reinforcing a more resilient emotional state, one that can endure life's ups and downs with grace. As we transition to the next chapter, we'll dive into how to sustain these emotional practices, providing you with additional techniques to cultivate a balanced and empowering mindset. Together, let's continue harnessing the potential within you for a brighter future. Before proceeding, consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel for more insightful content focused on enhancing your emotional well-being. If you find this journey valuable, please leave us a like, and we welcome your thoughts in the comments. Your input shapes our mission, and we're excited to support you every step of the way. As you implement strategies to master your emotional energy shifts, you will discover significant benefits that can enhance your overall quality of life. The foremost advantage is an increase in emotional resilience. By actively engaging in practices such as emotional check-ins, gratitude journaling, and creative expression, you equip yourself with skills that enable you to navigate difficult situations from a place of strength and clarity. This resilience allows for a more balanced emotional state, making it easier to handle challenges with a positive mindset. Additionally, as you cultivate a heightened awareness of your emotions, you will find that your relationships improve as well. A more emotionally stable individual tends to communicate better, has greater compassion for others, and fosters a supportive environment both at home and at work. To implement these emotional energy shift techniques practically, begin by establishing a regular emotional check-in routine. Choose specific times throughout your day, perhaps morning, midday, and evening, when you can pause for a few moments to reflect on your feelings. You can create a simple chart or journal to make it easy to note the emotions you're experiencing and what might have triggered them. Reflect on these emotions before embarking on your day or as you wind down each evening. Over time, this practice will help you connect the dots between your emotional responses and life situations, allowing you to manage your reactions proactively. Next, dedicate time each day to gratitude journaling, turning your focus towards the positive aspects of your life. Set aside just 5 minutes at the end of your day to write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a compliment from a coworker, or a moment of laughter shared with a friend. The more detailed you are in your reflections, the more deeply you cultivate gratitude in your life. In tracking these moments of appreciation, you start to condition your mind to seek out opportunities and joys rather than focusing solely on challenges and stresses. To seamlessly integrate creative expression into your life to support emotional shifts, start with small commitments. Schedule 1 or 2 evenings each week for engaging in an art form you enjoy, be it painting, writing poetry or prose, dancing, or even simple craft activities. During these creative sessions, try not to focus on output or perfection. Instead, allow the process to flow freely as a method for expressing your emotions. If you are feeling anxious, use colors or written words that reflect those feelings, transforming those emotions into art. This not only serves as an outlet for emotional release but also heightens your personal sense of accomplishment and joy. As you engage with these practices, remind yourself that change does not happen overnight. Consistency is key, and little efforts compound to create remarkable transformations in your emotional state. Reflect on your journey daily. Take a moment each evening to consider what worked well that day and what challenges you faced. Use this reflection time to celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and recalibrate your approach where needed. Reinforcing a growth mindset by acknowledging the learning experiences in challenges fosters resilience. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that each step you take in mastering your emotional energy is a significant move towards a more empowered, fulfilled life. Embracing these techniques can lighten your emotional load and open your mind to new possibilities. In our next chapter, we'll delve into sustaining these practices over time and explore how to maintain emotional balance as you continue your growth journey. Before diving into this upcoming segment, do consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel for further insights and practical guidance tailored to elevate your journey. If you find value in our discussions, please give us a like, and don't hesitate to leave your thoughts or suggestions in the comments. Your engagement nurtures our community and inspires us to support you further. Embrace the adventure that lies ahead and trust in your ability to cultivate positivity in your life. Chapter 6. Sustain the light for growth. Have you ever felt the delightful spark of inspiration fade unexpectedly, leaving you in a state of stagnation? The process of personal growth is dynamic and often exhilarating, yet it can also prove to be challenging and unpredictable. As we navigate life, the ebbs and flows of motivation can leave us feeling like we've hit a brick wall. Understanding how to sustain our inner light is vital for continual progress, as it allows us to harness our energy and maintain focus on our goals even when faced with setbacks. Let's explore the story of Emma, an enthusiastic entrepreneur who launched her own small business. In the beginning, she felt an immense surge of excitement and creativity, throwing herself into her work and dreaming big. However, after several months of juggling various responsibilities and encountering unforeseen challenges, Emma noticed her initial motivation waning. Instead of feeling fired up about her business, she found herself overwhelmed and doubting her abilities. This scenario illustrates a common dilemma. The rush of enthusiasm can sometimes give way to discouragement, inadvertently dimming our passion and stifling growth. Understanding this challenge is paramount for anyone committed to personal or professional development. Without concrete strategies to sustain motivation, the ambitious goals we set can feel overwhelming, leading to feelings of inadequacy or defeat. This dynamic highlights the importance of developing habits and practices that nurture our inspiration over the long term, empowering us to aspire and grow continuously without the fear of burnout. One fundamental solution lies in creating an environment that fosters growth and inspiration. A significant aspect of sustaining your light involves reassessing your surroundings and daily routines to identify potential energy drains. For example, consider your workspace. Is it organized and inviting, or does it feel cluttered and chaotic? Making small changes, such as beautifying your workspace or implementing rituals that spark joy, can have a tremendous impact on your mindset. Emma learned this lesson when she decided to redesign her workspace, infusing it with colors and images that inspired her creativity. This adjustment reignited her enthusiasm and motivation, encouraging her to engage with her work more passionately. Another effective strategy involves incorporating regular reflection into your routine. Scheduling time to evaluate your progress allows you to celebrate victories, no matter how small, and reassess your goals. This might involve keeping a success journal where you jot down accomplishments, breakthrough moments, or lessons learned over time. Sharing these reflections with supportive friends or mentors can also create a network of encouragement. Emma started a bi-weekly meeting with fellow entrepreneurs where they celebrated each other's achievements and provided accountability. This practice not only kept her motivated, but also fostered a sense of community that was instrumental to her growth. Mindfulness practices can serve as essential tools for sustaining your inner light as well. When you pause to be present in your daily activities, you become more attuned to your emotions and energy levels. Try taking a few moments each day to meditate or engage in breathing exercises. Rather than dismissing feelings of fatigue or frustration, allow yourself space to explore them further. Emma found that integrating a 5-minute mindfulness practice helped her hit the reset button when she felt overwhelmed by tasks, returning her attention to what truly mattered. Integrating physical activity into your daily routine can also enhance your motivation and drive. Exercise releases endorphins, naturally lifting your mood and increasing feelings of vitality. Even short bursts of movement, like a walk around the block or a few minutes of stretching, can invigorate both the body and mind, combating the inertia that can accompany moments of stagnation. Emma embraced a morning walk that boosted her energy levels and sparked new ideas, reminding her to keep the momentum alive. As we move deeper into this chapter, maintain an open heart and mind, ready to discover more strategies for sustaining the light of personal growth. Embracing these practices not only invigorates your journey, but also assures you that you hold the power to continue nurturing your inspiration. By creating environments that inspire, reflecting on your growth, being mindful, and staying physically active, you set yourself on a path toward lasting fulfillment. The journey of sustained growth and inspiration is full of potential, waiting to unfold. As we continue, get ready to explore ways to deepen your commitment to personal development and tap into the unwavering light that resides within you. Remember, every small step compounds into significant progress, illuminating your path to success. To sustain the light of personal growth, it's essential to adopt proactive strategies that nurture your motivation and enthusiasm over time. One effective solution is the practice of goal setting combined with regular assessment. Goals are powerful tools. They provide direction and a sense of purpose. However, simply setting goals isn't enough. Regularly reviewing and adjusting these goals is equally important for maintaining focus and inspiration. Research has shown that people who actively monitor their progress towards their goals experience heightened motivation and increased feelings of accomplishment. The reason this approach works so well lies in the psychological principle of feedback. By setting specific, measurable, and achievable short-term goals, you create bite-sized milestones that foster a sense of urgency and achievement. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by a distant long-term goal, breaking it into smaller, actionable steps allows you to see immediate progress. This incremental advancement reinforces your motivation, urging you to continue pursuing your larger vision. When individuals like Emma embark on a goal-setting journey, they often discover that these structured checkpoints create a clear path that ignites their passion and propels them toward achievement. To implement effective goal setting, begin by clearly defining what you wish to accomplish in both the short and long term. Start by writing down your big-picture objectives, and then break them down into smaller tasks. For instance, if your ultimate aim is to launch a new product, develop a detailed timeline outlining each step. Market research, prototyping, beta testing, and finally, the launch. Set deadlines for each task, ensuring they are realistic yet motivating. This structured framework not only clarifies your steps, but also provides a roadmap that you can easily follow, making the larger goal feel much more attainable. Regular evaluations are key for sustaining momentum. Schedule formal check-ins, whether weekly or monthly, to review your progress toward each goal. During these assessments, reflect on what strategies are working and which ones may require adjustment. When you encounter obstacles, remember they can serve as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself how you can adapt your approach rather than viewing setbacks as signs of failure. Emma found that her regular evaluations not only kept her accountable, but also ignited new ideas and strategies to overcome challenges, ultimately fostering a more dynamic and responsive approach to her goals. Another powerful way to sustain your energy is to cultivate a supportive network of people who inspire and empower you. Surrounding yourself with individuals who share similar aspirations helps to cultivate an environment conducive to growth. Encouragement from peers serves to reinforce your motivations, especially during moments when self-doubt threatens to creep in. Engage in discussions about your goals and objectives with friends, mentors, or support groups. Regularly sharing your journey allows you to celebrate small wins together and gain insights from others' experiences. Moreover, seek out avenues for continuous learning and exploration, as this fuels your curiosity and enhances your skill set. Consider enrolling in workshops, attending webinars, or reading books relevant to your goals. Each new piece of information enriches your overall knowledge base, providing fresh perspectives and creative ideas. When individuals are engaged in lifelong learning, they maintain their enthusiasm and adaptability, which are critical for consistent growth. As we explore these solutions, remember that creating a sustainable environment for personal growth is about finding the right balance. It's the combination of well-planned goal setting, regular evaluations, a positive support network, and continual learning that fosters a vibrant trajectory of development. In conclusion, sustaining the light of personal growth requires a thoughtful approach that integrates these practices into your daily life. As you embark on this journey, know that challenges are inevitable, but your ability to navigate through them defines your path. With consistent effort and the right mindset, you can maintain your motivation and continue evolving in every aspect of your life. In our next chapter, we will delve deeper into achieving meaningful connections, understanding the pivotal role relationships play in enriching our personal growth journeys. As you reflect on your progress, take heart in knowing that this exploration into connection will further expand your capacity for growth and fulfillment. As always, be sure to subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel for more insights as you navigate this transformative journey. Your feedback and experiences matter, so leave a like or a comment to share your thoughts and suggestions for our community's continued growth. To sustain the light of personal growth effectively, the implementation of consistent habits can lead to profound positive outcomes. By developing a structured routine of goal setting, progress tracking, and engaging with a supportive community, you will not only enhance your motivation, but also create a resilient framework for ongoing development. When you prioritize these practices, the result is a deeper sense of fulfillment, increased self-confidence, and a heightened ability to adapt to life's challenges. You'll find that sustained motivation transforms not just your ambitions, but your entire outlook, giving rise to an empowered mindset that embraces growth opportunities. To successfully establish these habits, begin by setting specific, achievable goals for yourself. Identify what you aspire to accomplish in the short term and the long term, then break larger objectives into smaller, actionable steps. For example, if you aim to advance in your career, outline the necessary actions, networking events, skill improvement workshops, or influential certifications in your field. Assign deadlines to each task, converting vague aspirations into clear and manageable objectives. This structured approach fosters a sense of accountability, as it allows you to track your progress visually and recognize achievements along the way. Furthermore, schedule regular reflection times to assess your advancement and readjust your goals. Whether these reflections happen weekly or monthly, allow yourself to acknowledge what you have accomplished and evaluate areas needing improvement. This practice creates a feedback loop that supports growth. By examining both successes and setbacks, you can refine your approach and build resilience to navigate challenges that arise. For instance, if you find yourself struggling with a specific skill, use this reflection period to devise a plan for seeking help, whether through online courses, or mentorship. Each step you take reinforces your commitment to learning and moving forward. Building a supportive network can significantly amplify your growth journey. Surround yourself with family, friends, mentors, or colleagues who share your values and ambitions. Having engaged and uplifting people around you creates a safe space for sharing experiences, celebrating victories, and navigating difficulties together. Practical examples include joining professional organizations, signing up for workshops, or participating in study groups. When Amelia, an international business student, joined a network of aspiring entrepreneurs, she discovered the power of collaborative support, leading to shared ideas and invaluable encouragement as they pursued their goals. Incorporating continuous learning and exploration into your routine also plays a pivotal role in sustaining motivation. Seek out workshops, seminars, or online courses relevant to your aspirations. By engaging in lifelong learning, you will invigorate your creativity and broaden your perspectives. Lifelong learning fosters adaptability and equips you to take action in an ever-evolving world. Use every new source of knowledge as fuel for your progress. When Emma once enrolled in a photography class to refresh her skills, she ignited her passion and sealed a deeper connection to her creative side, while forming relationships with fellow artists. As you engage with these sustenance practices, embrace the reality that growth is a journey, not a destination. The importance of consistency cannot be overstated, and even the smallest efforts count. Regularly reflect on the progress you've made and recognize that challenges serve as opportunities for personal development. With focused commitment, you can sustain the light of growth and continually strive for self-improvement. To conclude this chapter, remember that nurturing the light of personal growth is an empowering experience filled with potential. Engage with goal setting, reflection, and supportive connections to remain vibrant in your journey. As we move forward, prepare for our next exploration into fostering meaningful connections in your life and how these relationships contribute to your growth. Your journey is just beginning, and together we will uncover ways to thrive through connection. Before heading to the next chapter, consider subscribing to the Awaken Vision channel for continued insights tailored to your transformative journey. If you find our discussions valuable, please give us a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback helps shape our community, and we are excited to support you as you move down this path toward a fulfilling and inspired life. As we close this journey together, it's clear that personal growth is an evolving process that requires intentional effort, self-awareness, and supportive connections. Throughout this book, we explored powerful strategies to overcome negativity, cultivate resilience and gratitude, and harness the transformative power of perspective. You learned the importance of mastering emotional energy shifts and sustaining your inner light to foster a fulfilling life marked by continuous growth. Each chapter offered practical tools designed to cultivate a positive mindset and provide the support needed to navigate challenges with confidence. Thank you for taking the time to engage with these concepts and for being part of this transformative journey. Your commitment to self-improvement is commendable. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment on your thoughts or experiences, and subscribe to the Awaken Vision channel for more insightful explorations into personal development.